For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington football team. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
He was taken.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So they'll come up first in. The gun, Murray, and the coverage terrific. There's the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play fake. Murray going deep here for Lamb, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Murray's pass.
A big play there. 60 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Steven Sims now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Steven Sims on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Right here. Watch that. Squeeze.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Gibson, the ball
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
I got it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. The elements here definitely going to be a factor. You're going to have some drop balls playing in conditions like this.
Yeah, you got to minimize them as best you can. That means 100% of your focus has got to be on making the catch, not on what you do afterwards. Look it all the way in first.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now Jackson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Murray going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Haskins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on.
Quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spy, and stacked him up.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Dancing to his left. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Murray looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 54 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Switch it.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Isaiah Simmons.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about it.
Again, this shows on the scoreboard.
Convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there at a Washington 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a give right side. Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sideline. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Being chased out left. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check the backer, check the backer. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
7-yard line.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 2nd and goal, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Haskins to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The Cardinals' 22-yard line.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Haskins going to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second and 10.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Stay with your man.
To throw again. Murray. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
Murray's pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Haskins. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They go play action with Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Haskins back to the air. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Crosby on the tackle.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Haskins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington has made this a one-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Washington 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start here with Jackson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Murray. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. That's caught by Jackson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Albert O, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. Haskins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Arizona.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chase Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Back now at FedEx Field, it's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You can have the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They go play action now. Haskins. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Big yardage that time for Washington. 56 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? the back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
He was tackled.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 27, Murray buying time to his left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Toss play to Jackson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Gun. Here's Murray. That's complete. Okuebuna. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
On for the extra point.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Able to find Isabella. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd. 2 yards.
1st down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, it's Jackson. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Just like that. 54 mark, 54 mark. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. You gonna get this one? You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run again with Jackson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chase Young able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Maher is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Washington.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time, and that'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Haskins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here we go with Haskins. Screenplay, Johnson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the... Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Jackson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jackson. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
37.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.